History is written by the winners. But what if the loser simply walked away?
Dr. Thorne found the first clue not in a battle log, but a weather report.
June 5th, 1944. The greatest gamble hinged entirely on a fleeting 36-hour calm.
The real difference was one man, a junior officer who was too good at his job.
In our world, he hesitated. In this world, he simply pushed the paper 6 inches further.
That 6-inch move gave the Panzers 12 hours. It turned the landing into a massacre.
The Reich did not conquer the world. They secured a stalemate, a 70-year-long silence. 70 years later, the truth was hidden not in bunkers, but in the deepest, coldest archives of the West.
Tundra-S, a tiny, forgotten anomaly in the ice. Why would the Reich dedicate a project to this nowhere place?
The coordinates were clear. The intention was not. This was where the dark silence truly began.
To find the truth of their survival, Thorne had to confront the eternal cold, the ghost of the Reich's isolation.
Project Tundra-S, abandoned since the 70s. But the lock felt heavy, protecting something more than just old files.
The code wasn't military. It was a date. The date Captain Richter submitted his fateful weather report.
Deep beneath the ice, a facility built to last 1,000 years. This was the hidden heart of their dark survival.
The temperature here was irrelevant. The true chill was the history preserved, perfectly, terrifyingly intact.
If the climate control failed, everything failed. But the switch was waiting, as if they knew someone would return.
The darkness retreated, and the true scale of the Reich's obsession was revealed.
The project log, written in German Gothic script, a chilling record spanning 30 years of the long silence.
It wasn't missiles, or armies, or spies. The Reich's great experiment was far more.
The entire facility was a deep freeze vault. This wasn't about weapons development. It was about life itself.
No weapon. No secret code. Only biological material preserved for 50 years.
The contents were the same in every canister. This wasn't research. This was production on an industrial scale. The fragmented bones suddenly made sense. This wasn't just big game, it was stink game.
Not nuclear power, not global domination. The true secret of the surviving Reich was the untold science of genetic resurrection.
The long silence wasn't a military stalemate. It was an experiment in self-sufficiency, sealed by a single, successful weather report.
1971, the final, terrifying conclusion. They didn't need the world, they just needed to survive long enough to no longer be hungry.
The history books were wrong. The shocking truth wasn't a sudden defeat, but
All of this because one man chose to trust the math. The smallest of causes, the largest of effects.
The power was on, not for freezing,
But for communication,
the long silence was not absolute.
the single, isolated frequency.
from weather report to genetic perfection. The result.
The chilling realization. This place wasn't just abandoned. It was on standby.
The history he uncovered was not just theoretical. It was still breathing. And it was still protected. Slamming the door on a 70-year experiment. The only defense against a threat that had spent decades learning patience.
Back into the eye of the storm. The man who sought history now ran from a future that never should have happened.
Every minute was a lifetime.
If they knew he was here, the long silence could end with a blinding speed. The Reich was not defeated. It merely secured its fortress. The vast, empty silence was its greatest weapon.
We live in the world where D-Day succeeded, but the victory was won by minutes. The failure by 6 inches of paper.
How many other dark fortresses still exist? How close did we really come to a world that...
The signal faded. The light died. The fortress disappeared once more.
One man's loyalty to data. One man's weather report. The hinge point of human history. The symbol of their self-reliance. The bizarre victory of a forgotten genetic experiment.
Every moment, every choice creates 1,000 potential timelines. How many nightmares did we narrowly miss?
What single, tiny decision do you think had the biggest, most shocking butterfly effect on the real world?
Comment below. Let us know the untold history you think we survived. If you want more shocking, original stories like this, hit the subscribe button.
A triumph built on a whisper of wind. A world saved by mere chance.
The symbol of their resilience. The mammoth. The ultimate, self-sufficient engine of their long, cold survival.
Remember the 499 mistake. The smallest failure can lead to the biggest, most untold horror. Thorne walked away with the secret. But a secret like this, it never really stays locked away.
The shocking truth behind the D-Day fails. The bizarre genetic experiment that saved the Reich.
Smash that like and subscribe. You won't believe what we uncover next.
Don't forget to share this shocking discovery.